Iota value equivalent to $0.2097 a coin. The present exchanged cost range is 2164 is 2205. The earlier day close 2184. The change was plus 13 plus to 60%. Reverse rate as to it. Iota figure for August 2024. Initially cost at $0.2025. Excessive costs in 2025, while low cost $0.25 and 82. The arrived at the midpoint of costs $0.833. Iota cost figure toward the month's end $0.701. Change for August 16%. Iota cost expectation for September 2024. Initially cost at $0.701. Exorbitant costs $0.11, while low costs $0.701. The found the middle value of costs $0.872. Iota cost estimate toward the month's end $0.73. Change for September 16%. Iota estimate for October 2024. To start with cost at $1973. Exorbitant costs $1.449, while low costs $1.73. The found the middle value of costs on $21.71. Iota cost estimate toward the month's ends $0.289. Change for October 16%. Iota cost expectation for November 2024. To start with cost at $0.289. Exorbitant costs $0.548, while low costs $0.214. The arrived at the midpoint of costs $0.358. Iota cost conjecture toward the month's end $0.381. Change for November 40%. Iota conjecture for December 2024. At the outset cost at $0.381. Excessive cost $0.955, while low cost $0.381. The arrived at the midpoint of costs $0.620. Iota cost conjecture toward the month's end $0.762. Change for December 16%. Iota cost expectation for January 2025. At the outset cost at $0.762. Excessive costs PR 4028, while low costs $0.762. The arrived at the midpoint of costs $0.39. Iota cost conjecture toward the month's ends pre-on 204. Change for January 16%. Iota estimate for February 2025. First and foremost cost at $0.204. Exorbitant costs $305 or 95, while low costs $3.25. The found the middle value of costs pre-on 3D21. Iota cost estimate toward the month's ends pre-on 360. Change for February 49%. Iota cost expectation for Walk 2025. In the first place cost at $360. Exorbitant costs $0.6024, while low costs pre-order 150. The found the middle value of costs pre-up 380. Iota cost gauge toward the month's ends $0.387. Change for springs to 8%. Iota gauge for April 2025. In the first place cost at $387. Exorbitant costs $717, while low costs pre-on 231. The found the middle value of costs pre-on 452. Iota cost gauge toward the month's ends real 474. Change for April 26%. Iota cost expectation for May 2025. First and foremost cost at $304.74. Exorbitant costs already $760, while low costs $268. The found the middle value of costs pre-on 504. Iota cost estimate toward the month's ends 514. Change from May 2%. Iota estimate for June 2025. First and foremost cost at $514. Exorbitant costs raise $1842, while low costs pre-on 340. The found the middle value of costs pre-on 572. Iota cost estimate toward the month's ends 591. Change for June 2%. Iota cost expectation for July 2025. Before all else cost at $591. Excessive costs $80 and 81, while low costs $3 73. The arrived at the midpoint of costs beyond 618. Iota cost figure toward the month's ends beyond 627. Change for July 1%. Iota figure for August 2025. Before all else cost at $6027. Excessive costs beyond 9065, while low costs beyond 1447. The arrived at the midpoint of costs beyond 686. Iota cost conjecture toward the month's ends 706. change for August 2%. Iota cost expectation for September 2025. At the outset, cost at Zorion $706. Excessive cost on 40.52, while low costs Zorion 5 and 22. The arrived at the midpoint of costs Zorion 767. Iota cost conjecture toward the month's end Zorion 787. Change for September 2%. Iota conjecture for October 2025. At the outset, cost at Zorion $787. Excessive costs on 42 and 49, while low costs beyond 1693. The arrived at the midpoint of costs BO 925. Iota cost gauge toward the month's end Zorion 1971. Change for October 4.9%. Iota cost expectation for November 2025. In the first place, cost at Zorion $971. Exorbitant costs on 14.28, while low costs BO 971. The found the middle value of cost at 40,369. Iota cost gauge toward the month's end $0.606. Change for November 16%. Iota gauge for December 2025. In the first place, cost at $0.606. Exorbitant costs of 40,606, while low costs beyond 5.98. The found the middle value of costs 4.170. Iota cost gauge toward the month's ends rate at 8.69. Change for December 16%. Iota cost expectation for January 2026. Initially cost at Zorion $869. Excessive costs 88.69, while low costs 2023. The arrived at the midpoint of costs pre 503. Iota cost figure toward the month's ends 0.250. Change for January 16%. Iota figure for February 2026. Initially cost at Zorion $250. Excessive costs 0.250, while low costs in 717. The arrived at the midpoint of costs 1335. Iota cost figure toward the month's end 0.921. Change for February 10.1%. Iota cost expectation for Walk 2026. To start with, cost at $0.921. Exorbitant costs 3.98, while low costs 0.780. The found the middle value of costs on 29 and 72. Iota cost estimate toward the month's end zone 1989. Change for spring 2.3%. Iota estimate for April 2026. To start with, cost at $0.989. Exorbitant cost $0.1989, while low cost $0.457. The found the middle value of cost $0.769. Iota cost estimate toward the month's end $0.6242. Change for April 11.6%. Dollar to Iota conjecture for June 2024. At the outset, cost at 4.5079 coins. Excessive cost 5.269, while low 4.052. The arrived at the midpoint of cost 4.627.